Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Hot Honey Podcast. We are very excited today because we are all together and we have a special guest coming to us from Atlanta, Georgia. Please welcome Jeremy Palko.
Hello, hello.
Yes. Standing ovation. Awesome.
Some standing, yeah.
Thank you for joining us. And we also have your sidekick right behind
Jonesy.
you.
Yeah, Jonesy.
Hi, Jonesy. Jonesy's taking a little snoozy.
When you work from home, you're kind of in his office. So
my Skippy would be right here as well. And if Jack's Doodle would be there at the Killarney's Public House as well, if we could. Jack, can you hear anything?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. He's just waiting to chump something.
I'm waiting for you to be funny. That's all. So I figured.
Oh, well, you're going to be waiting a while. It's like, I don't know, 200th episode or something. So Jeremy is an actor as well as an artist. And behind him is some of his amazing artwork, as well as I even have some that I have purchased to support an actor and artist right here in my studio.
Man, means the world, buddy. Means the world.
Signed and everything. In your face, America. So if you could hurry up and become even more famous, they'll be worth a lot.
I'm working on it, honest to God. I realize that, it's a patient road, but eventually.
Beautiful. So Jeremy, as an actor as well, and Jack is a fan of most of the stuff I do. It's been tough lately.
Yeah, that's a light way to put it, for sure.
Yeah. We've been through a lot. We've been through COVID. Yeah. We went through the SAG strike, and it's like, people don't realize the struggle is real. But hey, we keep going and creating art.
I mean, there's no other way to do it. You have to keep going. I mean, what else are you going to do? I mean, I don't think actors and artists are built to work in cubicles and punch in, punch out kind of thing. So yeah, there's a suffrage to the creative freedom that you have as an actor, but that's the real struggle, is to keep up with the rest of the world.
Exactly.
So let me ask a question here, because I'm not an actor clearly, but you guys are.
Obviously,
everyone's an actor.
I like to act like I'm a restaurant owner.
You do a good job at that.
As a layman, right? I'm just sitting at home and I see Netflix and Prime and all these Hulu and all these things, and they all have a ton of content. So in my mind, I feel like there are thousands of jobs for actors, but I also feel because there's so many or so much content going on, the pay has come down a lot. Is that true, or is it still competitive?
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's like, yes, there's far more content being created, and I think that's really cool as an actor, because you can make something on YouTube, you can make something on Netflix and Apple and whatever. But I mean, the pay has never been what people think it is. Like, you get on a show and it's a good paycheck for a day, and essentially that's what the strike was about, was streaming services and paying people, what they're owed. And it's always competitive. And I recently had a sit down with the agency and one of the casting directors in the South, and the digital age of in-person auditions are not there, so you can see 1,000 people per role versus 20 people per role. So yeah, it's competitive in nature, and I think Timmy said it. Yeah, it's like you just got to keep surviving and keep going. And I find that persistence is somewhat the key, and I see a lot of people that I once competed with, I guess, I guess dropping off, not so much, but if you've got other priorities, and acting is not the highest of them, then the competition becomes a bit lower, I guess, in my mind. But either way, it's a pretty ruthless competitive business as it is. So
yeah,
it is. And it's, there are times that we go through, and I know you probably go through the same thing, where you're just like, I just feel like I can't continue. But then you ask yourself that question, okay, so what else are you going to do? Well, I'm not, because I love the business.
Sure.
It's a love-hate business. And
I
have a little sticky note in my, journal and my book, and I always remind myself, I feel great when I create, and it doesn't matter what it is. It just gave me chills. But it's true. I mean,
preach to the choir, my friend.
Right. And I think that's I've followed you online, not that I didn't know you before, but I've followed you for years. And but you're constantly creating through your artwork and whatnot.
I mean, constantly. It's like I was painting this morning at 4 a.m. and constantly is a good word. Yeah. But yeah, that drive to create as an actor, it's so difficult when there's nothing going on. You know, even when there was nothing going on, there was something going on, and now it feels like there's really nothing. You know, maybe once every couple months I get a call from the agent, but
2026. I mean, I was crickets back in 2025. I mean, barely.
I
That's
mean, yeah,
after it
numbers
was.
game. I think I maybe had 2 auditions last year, two
Oh wow.
worthy auditions, and this year maybe I'm at 2 or 3 again. So
Yeah, I mean, I was out of the gate strong, and then now we're in July, and that's always. But that I know, and it's almost like a
yeah,
breather because I know I'm like, all right, well, it's slow, and that's always the case. But then so yeah. But
Well, so let me ask you this. I have noticed that on all this content, I'm starting to see a lot of older actors that I haven't seen since the early 90s, late 80s,
yeah.
late 90s that are popping back into these content. Is it because these people are all getting another chance at roles and it's hurting roles for people like you, or is it just a lack of that?
I'm gonna let Jeremy comment, and then I have a
Yeah, I think
angle.
whatever's hot is hot, and right now the remakes are hot, the reboots are hot, so it's kind of we're in this nostalgic world, and I do think I was literally watching TV this morning, and they had I think his name is Patrick Reina. He played the Great Hambino in The Sandlot.
Yeah.
He was in
Yep.
a
Yep.
s'more he was in a s'mores commercial, and I just thought, man, that's really brilliant marketing. First off, but I've had this conversation with other actors, and growing up, you never saw Academy Award winners doing commercials for cars. I
Yeah.
can't, you see Matthew McConaughey in this ad, and it's the same actors over and over. And I think it's just a different world we live in. We got movie stars that are, doing commercial brands, and it's that idea of celebrity that has just kind of gone away. It's more like everyone's a product, I think.
Yeah.
I know I kind of got off topic there, but Tim, take it away, man.
That's fine. Awesome. Well, sometimes you just have to take a break and go to Killarney's Public House for their hot honey chicken sandwich, which is my favorite. That's why they only put it on the menu one day out of 365 days a year, because they don't want me to come to their restaurant. Jack, chomp something. Once again, we're once again, we're chomping with Jeremy Palko from Vampire Diaries, The Walking Dead, Weekend at Bernie's. Oh wait, no, that's Mitch.
Ooh, Walking Dead. I do have a question for you.
All right,
I
cool.
wish I was
From
on
your
Weekend at Bernie's.
I know.
from your time on The Walking Dead, do you have any tips on surviving a zombie apocalypse?
Man, you know what? I kind of had this before even going into the show, and it's been verified. Like, what I would do is find like your 4 or 5 best friends, just good people you can, trust. You got to find a Costco, a Dick's Sporting Good, a Super Walmart. You got to get into that thing and barricade the doors. Like, that is step number one. Then
That's
you got,
smart.
yeah, don't tell anybody. Like, then you got, tents and
Don't,
survival gear,
don't
hopefully,
tell
and
anybody you're out of town.
right? Goodness gracious. That would be my
I
game
gotta
plan.
laugh.
After that, I'm literally just finding like the highest viewpoint and just watching the world until the end. So
That'd be kind of cool. I see that.
So
Actually, there was a great movie. What was it called? Not a great movie, but it was a funny movie. This is the end. I think it had
yeah,
Danny
I
McBride.
know
James,
you're talking about.
I laughed my ass. I thought that was a great zombie apocalypse. Well, not just apocalypse movie, but I thought it was a funny about how they dealt with it.
Yeah.
the one I liked was Shaun of the Dead. I think it was. Is that?
Oh,
Oh,
that
I
was
love
great too.
Shaun of the Dead.
That was like the
Absolutely.
first zombie movie I actually enjoyed. But as I told Alana, our producer, I was like, zombie movies, I'm like, well, how do they ever end? If they don't die, how do zombies, how
I
do you ever
liked
come with?
World War Z. I liked the Brad Pitt one. I thought that was an
Wow.
interesting take on the whole apocalyptic thing. Did you see that one, World War Z?
I did not see that. No.
Oh, with
But I
Brad
will
Pitt.
now that you recommended it,
That's
I
a
will.
good one because it's parts like pandemic, parts zombie. Like what would the world do in a pandemic situation? And it's kind of an
Oh,
open
well,
close. It's like an open close movie, so it gives you a good beginning and a really good kind of conclusion to it. So
What's the one? I can't remember the name now. I've been watching it with Walter Goggins on it's on Prime.
Fallout.
Fallout. I think that's actually, I know it's based on a video game. I think that's a
oh, I was
kind
going
of
to say that sounds
fun
like a video game.
zombie post-apocalyptic kind of movie. It's got very interesting arcs and everything, so that's
I
fun.
have not seen it, unfortunately, but
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
of it. Yeah, I love Walton Goggins. So
Yeah, speaking of him in the White Lotus, that was one hell of a monologue scene. If you saw White Lotus, did you see him in White Lotus?
I have not seen that as well. Unfortunately, I don't.
Well,
That was one of the questions. What am I binging? And I was like, I don't really watch a whole lot of TV, and I mean that. Like, I think the last movie I watched in theaters was Oppenheimer, and
oh,
I'm looking forward to the Odyssey. Like, yeah, I'm just kind of once a year I go by myself, and but I did watch Peaky Blinders start to finish, and I enjoyed the movie. So if you watch Peaky Blinders, we can talk. If not, got to find something else. So,
yeah, and that's one show I just never. I tried several times to get
oh
into
man,
Peaky Blinders, but then again,
you got
I
to watch it
didn't
with
pay it.
subtitles. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would probably help a little bit. Maybe now that it's a lot of times I come back to a show years later and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, like,
and you can binge it now, so yeah.
oh, well, that might help.
I think Tim was hoping it was about something completely different, and it turned out not to be. So
Pe- Penis blinders? What?
no,
Penis blinders.
Oh, Jack. Um, yeah, no, so well, good. Then I at least you said, did you see World War Z? And I said no. And then I said, did you see White Lotus? You said no. We're even. So good.
we're even.
Fair enough.
Um, so how did you get into painting?
Man, how much time you got? So
Well,
this is
how much?
the more I kind of talk about it, the more it just becomes kind of a wilder story than I think it is. But I essentially had never painted a day in my life, never even, thought about art, never looked at art, never been to a museum, and basically over a weekend I became obsessed with it. And it was during COVID. I was at, everybody was going through something, and my buddy Andy and we would just go hiking every day, and then one day got stoned out of my mind.
Oh,
And I mean, if we're going to tell the origin story, this is how it started. So, and
Got to
then
do
all
it.
right.
Got to do it.
I
It's okay.
literally, I mean, the real
Reality
story
is
is that there was a wooden plank on the wall, and it was like an American flag that my buddy Patrick had left behind. And I kind of wanted to, I had some paint. I don't know how I got there, but I painted my one and only tattoo, which is just the Seattle skyline. So I painted on the American flag. I don't know where it is. But I was kind of like, oh, I'm going to paint today. And I painted a few pieces and put them on social media. And, I kind of have to attribute this to The Walking Dead, but a few of the fans reached out, were like, hey, can I buy these? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so from one day in COVID till now, I have officially painted over 5,000 pieces. And I know that because I take a picture of them and I put them on my iPad, which is the only thing I use it for. And the other day it said 5,000 photos, and I was like, kind of like, that's kind of cool. But man, having never thought about art, I do it every day. I paint all original pieces, and I never waste a drop of paint. I think that's kind of, my niche. But for that reason, like one canvas becomes the painting the next day kind of deal. So when I see these videos of people like tossing paint from the ceiling, I really kind of just freak out because I could paint a lot with that. But man, I'm telling you, art has really changed my life. And as an actor who been doing this 20 years, when there was nothing going on during COVID and nothing going on during the strike, painting was something that became a hobby, that became a passion, and now has become this like obsession. And I cannot, like, man, it is the reason I get up every day at like 4 a.m. and I just get so excited. I start painting, get the coffee going, and you're right. You do have to become this little marketing kind of social
yeah.
media content creator, which I really don't like. I wish I could just paint and just like frisbee them out in the world, and like whoever wants it, throw a couple bucks so I can pay the electric bill and we move forward. But yeah,
Wait,
been keeping me alive. I do art shows maybe twice a month to pay the rent, and that allows me the freedom to continue to pursue acting, which it's a struggle, but it's a
If
self-chosen struggle, and it's fun. So,
if it was your choice, either or, which would you pick?
you know what? That's been an interesting question, and I'm kind of at this like intersection of life. Man, acting is something that I've pursued my entire life. Like, I mean, like my agent would call and I would drive 14 hours across 3 states for a callback. Now
Sure.
I don't have that drive as an actor. I will say that, man, if I could paint every day for the rest of my life and just be at peace, I'd be so happy. So I really do enjoy the art, to my soul. But I tell you what, it has freed me up as an actor to not put all those eggs in that basket. And as a young actor, people would say you got to have a plan B, you got to have a plan D. I just thought that was horse shit from day one,
yeah.
and I still do. I think if you got a passion, go for it. But
COVID will quickly make you have a plan B. Trust me.
yeah. And like I said, I don't believe in too many things these days, but I think art found me at a very crucial time in my life when I was going through some personal shit. But also, yeah, as an actor, when you're like, oh, you feel like your career is going this way, and then just the whole world stopped. So there was no time to complain. There was no blame game. There was, a whole lot of self reflection, and thankfully, art has been that creative, just oh my god, just release that I needed. And thankfully, there's been a nice bit of support along the way. So but
Do
yeah,
you
I
I
have
do you
three. I have three. I have
do you see
one,
a
two, three.
And I tell you what, man, when people come up to me, they're like, "Oh, I have a piece of your work," or "My mom has a piece of your work."
It's
Like it is
good.
just,
It's beautiful.
it means the world to me. And somebody once said to me that it was like Bob Ross on acid, and I was like if I could be known for that, I'll ride with that,
Bob Ross.
But
You heard it here. He's
uh,
like Bob Ross on
Bob Ross
acid.
on acid. So
well, Tim, we love art, so we should get a couple pieces for Street Kitchen Pub. That'd be great.
Oh, absolutely. No,
man, I'm
That's our
telling you.
street art restaurants. We have
yeah.
some really cool pieces in there. It'd be nice to add some of yours there.
Hell yeah, and that's kind of been keeping me alive right now as I find these places and I give them like, you know, 20 pieces of my artwork and they put them in their stores and they sell them for whatever, they take a percentage, and
Yeah,
at the end of the month, they call me up and they say, "Hey, can we have a few more pieces?" And I just, run like a roadrunner. I'm out there. So I've got one in
very cool.
Conyers. Yeah, one in Conyers where we did a Vampire Diaries weekend. And I got a place called Mama Debbie's Arts Emporium in Tucker, Georgia. It's really cool.
Very
Mama
cool.
Debbie's.
Mama Debbie's. I couldn't think of the name, but
Well, so and in following you also, and I feel like I've got. I mean, that's amazing because I love how you found art and that you then own it. I mean, but I also kind of feel like following you on Instagram that it's definitely a therapeutic thing for sure. I mean,
oh
so
man.
I often see you just paint. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean,
it even felt good just yelling it right now. To be honest with you,
dude, go paint it. It feels good. It was so fun. I was leaving like Michael's one day and they had this jar of like letters, and they were clearly for like baking, like cookie cutter letters. And I just thought to myself, it was like on sale for $5. I was like, I'm gonna paint some bad words. And at the time, rest in peace, Grandma. My grandma was a very big supporter of my work. She'd always post it, like it, and I was like, "Ugh, is she gonna like this?" And I posted it. And she made a big old laugh emoji, and it instantly sold. Someone's like, "Can I have it?" So kind of once a week, because I don't like feeling like a sellout when I paint, but once a week, just a nice big fuck, and somebody's like, "You know what? I need that," and it is out the door. So
I love that. Well, we can put fuck right above Street Kitchen Pub
I'm telling
That'd be
you,
great.
you
with
know
an
what?
arrow to the neighbor.
Like I'm looking around my room right now and I've got thousands of pieces just kind of scattered about, all half done. And I'm just like, which one just needs a good fuck on it, So there's
Can I teach you how to spell Seamus?
please, yeah. No, I get ideas like all the time from just the most random people. And I'm telling you, like a lot of inspiration, a lot of creative kind of detours I take. Just somebody's like, "Hey, can you paint Optimus Prime?" And I was like I have a few pieces that could be Optimus Prime right now. So
That's awesome. Well, I hit you up once before and you were sold out for the Millennium Falcon. Oof, I just impressed
what
myself.
one day I found this just a circle kind of lid, and that's what I do is I paint with a lot of like dry garbage, and those kind of like triangle
Wait,
things you have
did you say
elementary
you
school.
paint with dry garbage?
Yeah, like like I used an iPhone case. I used lids are
Uh,
good things. I'll wash
Oh,
them
I
and then
follow you now.
but like you dip it in paint and you make a perfect circle. So I kind of teach some painting classes sometimes, and I'm just like it's almost like elementary school. Just find garbage. But I
Did
found one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no? Did you ever think about running an art retreat?
What's interesting is like I just started painting in COVID, but it has kind of opened a bunch of unique doors, and I'm busting through all of them. I had a friend ask me to do his album cover for his band, and
Cool.
I kind of said instead of me doing something specific, if you ever see anything you like, let me know. And that's kind of the way I work. But no, did that. A guy wants me to do a book cover, and I'm like, sure, like anything. Let's.
It sounds very therapeutic, honestly. I'm a super don't by my nice demeanor right now. I'm actually a very
Oh,
high strung person and I'm busy.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I can barely write my name legibly, and I would love to go to something like that to learn how to channel that into something else. I know I'm not artistic, but I think
Yeah.
it'd be something kind of cool to be a
It,
part of.
well,
He
you
said
know,
artistic.
that means a lot, man, because I will say
Maybe
that
more
when I
autistic than artistic.
yeah, when I full on dove into it, you know, right after COVID, right after the SAG strike, I mean, nothing going for me, nothing. So I was really, really in a bad place. Um, you know, girlfriend walked out the door,
Me
acting
too.
jobs, acting jobs were gone. So yeah, when you say art is therapeutic, I tell everybody, yeah, go paint something. So
I agree. That's why I sit on the deck and drink wine. That's very therapeutic
you
and
know
watch the
what?
animals like I'm 75. I even
To
feed the
each their
birds and the squirrels.
I
to
just
each
got to
their
go
own.
back to one. I got to go back to one thing. Tim, your girlfriend left during COVID also? Is that what we're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't want to have a cough and a girlfriend. It's like completely like I lost my taste. I lost my sense of smell. I lost my heterosexuality. It's just
That's
fuck
it's
COVID.
COVID
Fuck
really changed you.
with an
It
iPhone
really
cover.
changed you a
Paint
lot, huh?
COVID.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Now I can't stand men either, but no.
Yeah,
So Jeremy,
just get a dog.
do you do you
Oh,
do a lot of
Skippy got me through COVID. I mean, not that my life and my family and my dedicated partner didn't, but
Oh
Oh
wait,
no, I don't.
Skippy's your dog, not your partner?
oh, fuck right off, chomper. Seamus is yours. Yeah. By the way, this is G-rated, Jeremy, so watch your mouth.
Sorry, sorry.
But how do you feel about AI in the arts?
Again, like just such a unique time to call myself an artist. You know, first and foremost, I don't appreciate AI. I don't like it. I
No.
don't like anything about it. I tend to not support it, even though every once in a while I'll see a video of a dog being chased down by a police officer on a bike, and I'm just laughing my ass off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's kind of funny. So I'm trying to find the positives in it.
Yeah,
And
well, I'm just worried about. I mean, as far as
it,
painting, they're never going to be able
yeah,
to duplicate
and
that. I mean, you have something that's never going to be duplicated. But
that's why
as
yeah, when
acting,
people
I'm
ask
very worried
about,
about that.
yeah, I'm
Maybe my AI could get some work.
right. Like, yeah, in the acting world, you know, I used to convince people to be an extra. Like, go figure out how a
I've done
movie
my time
system
on
works.
that.
Oh man, I've probably
I'm
done
done.
yeah,
Yeah.
in Florida, 100 commercials and countless movies. But I found that experience to be invaluable. Like watching people work, and like I remember being an extra on Magic Mike. Like I was watching Channing
Ooh.
Tatum work. Oh yeah, if you pause at a certain point, you see me. But watching Steven Soderbergh, and I was like, I can do that. And that was, you know, being threatened, all being taken away now by a push of a button. And that's scary.
One of my coolest extra stories was I was in Problem Child 2,
Oh,
which I
cool.
was young, and
I remember that.
John Ritter came up, and I was a principal extra, of course. Um, but he came out of and came over to the cattle holding area, so to speak, and was like so genuine. And I've never forgotten that moment.
Yeah.
Did he ask you why you're there?
Yes. And then he unfortunately passed away.
Oh, now you ruined it. Thanks a lot. It was a
Wow.
good joke. And
He asked me why I was there. Wow. I was the problem child 3.
Did he
But
tell you
no,
2 creams, 1 sugar?
What? I missed that one. Sorry.
but no, not a fan of AI when it comes to the creative, you know, people saying, oh, I wrote this script and they, you know, they got it off ChatGPT. Or as an artist, I love it as somebody who only does original paintings. But no, AI could be used in so many other things. You know, I'm not a medical person, but I'm sure it could be applied much more genuinely there. But for people to say, "Hey, I'm an artist," and you're clicking buttons, I don't appreciate that. So, nah.
Yeah, I see it right now, especially even in my business. I don't like that. Even my staff, they'll use it to create online content or our ads,
Yeah,
and
I've seen
they're all
ads.
looking.
Somebody used
Yeah,
it to
but
make
they're
a Hot Honey podcast picture one time, and I looked like an alligator. And he was like, "It's fine, it's
but
fine."
but I tell you what, it's
Yeah,
fast and it's an easy tool. But the problem is now everyone's content's looking the same.
Correct.
yeah.
So
And on that note, these restaurants a lot of them are using it. I'm just saying, and I honestly, I'm like, oh wait, that wasn't per se Street Kitchen Pub, or it was some.
yeah,
That's starting to look alike. So that's a
yeah.
side note.
I just
Um,
saw an ad somewhere and it was like a roofing commercial, but it was just like 6 actors walk into a room, but they're all AI. And it was just the
Yeah.
cheesiest thing. And I'm like, I'm never buying that product ever. So,
Yeah, ever, right?
good. Well, thank God the Hot Honey podcast is not AI. You get the real thing right here. And Jack chomping on ice and potato chips and carrots. God, people.
So Jeremy, just so you know, most of this
Misophonia is an actual
just
thing.
to annoy Tim while we're
Yes.
on the podcast.
Well, it's
'cause I
going to
know
annoy the entire podcast, but okay, whatever works for you. No,
You gotta do it.
misophonia.
You gotta do it slower. Then you just gotta take like the ice cube and just like one like.
just one, yeah.
I swear to God, in my
I'm gonna
funeral,
be who
people are
I
going to say,
am. I'm
he
gonna be
died
who I am.
from misophonia. I just can't. I can hear, but I have amazing hearing, though.
Yeah.
I hear people talking about me all the time from 3 miles away. So what is the...
Go ahead. You can ask.
You
I was
do...
gonna ask that.
No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna ask that question.
Well, let me set it up,
'Cause-
though. So with being in all of these cool shows, you do a lot of comic cons or fan fests, types like that, right?
Yeah. Anyone that'll have me at this moment. So
What's the coolest thing that's ever happened to you at one of them, or weirdest thing?
man, I could write a book on Comic Cons and experiences. Like that movie, the show Entourage. Like
Yeah.
I could make a whole series just on Comic Cons. They are the wildest experiences. I remember my first one to my last one. Just had a million experiences, and I just had one. Oh, one was kind of cool. I had a couple fans, and I found them on Instagram. They collect movie memorabilia, and they have a nice little business. But they came up to me recently, and they gave me my entire wardrobe from Walking Dead. So it was like 3 pairs of pants, a belt, like shirts. It's still got like blood on it. The jacket's got like bullet holes in it and stuff. So that was really a cool gift.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
pretty
pairs
cool.
of one of the pairs of pants fits really well, so I'm like starting to rock those now because finding a good pair of pants is difficult. So
Well, you should put them on and go find another girlfriend.
oh yeah, no,
Just put
dog
them,
and
put
dog
those
and painting
Jordashes
right
on
now,
and go
so.
work it.
Oh man, but I
All
remember
right. So
meeting
what's the weirdest? I mean, that's a pretty
We-
cool
oh,
thing. I mean,
man.
that's kind
a
of
weird
borderline
one.
weird.
A
but-
weird one that just came to mind was I was in Rhode Island Comic Con with my manager Stacy. We're getting on an elevator. We're going to probably a panel, and I get on the elevator, and Chevy Chase is in there, and he's just standing there, and I just kind of nodded to him, and we get to the next level, and William Shatner gets on.
Get
and
out.
So I'm sitting
Get
there
out
with
of
my
the elevator.
So I'm sitting there with my manager Stacy, just kind of like we're like giggling, and those two had never met. William Shatner and Chevy Chase had never met, so they just start introducing each other and talking to each other, and they took a selfie. And it's been a while, but I remember for a while I was trying to track down that photo somewhere online because I know my manager Stacy and I are totally photobombing Chevy Chase and William Shatner, so it's out there somewhere.
That's
But
pretty cool.
That was interesting. I remember meeting Kiefer Sutherland and being really intimidated, but he turned out to be like the nicest guy in the world, and signed an autograph for my dad because I told him about 24 and how my dad and I watched that show, and that's like the man show. So said it was his birthday, so he wrote "Happy Birthday, Bruce," and my dad still has that hanging in the office. But
Oh, that's awesome. See,
I mean, I could go for hours. I remember.
well,
my
unfortunately, the Hot
Yeah.
Honey podcast is only a half an hour, but we will have you on again for sure.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
we will poke you to write that book. We are getting close to time, but we have a speed round that we call sticky notes.
Rock on, man. It's like
Oh, it says, "Where's Jack?" Normally that's a topic, but
Wow.
So sticky notes. We're going to flash a sticky note at you from the host and
Okay.
here host studio, and there's no time to think. Just answer right off the top of your head. So we'll keep
Oh,
it
God.
simple. So
Peanut butter.
we'll start. Wow, that was pretty good. What's your favorite food?
spaghetti.
All
Day
right.
old spaghetti. Sorry, day old spaghetti.
Nice. Very cool.
Very
I like that.
specific. Favorite vacation spot?
Oh my God. I'm gonna go like. Haven't been on vacation since I was a kid, but Lake Chelan was a good one. I went every summer with my ex-girlfriend. This is like high school. I know speed round, so keep going. But
That's fine. All right.
beautiful
Vampire
lake.
or zombie?
Zombie.
Oh,
Vampire.
Yeah, 'cause
all
they
the
never
way.
die.
Jeez.
the
Yeah.
movie will
Alright.
just keep going. That's good.
Vampires never die
I-
either. and
I
they
didn't
always
know
look
what the
good.
context was. I thought it was watching.
I don't know. It was just whatever you wanted it to be, but whatever. There's no wrong answers. Just, favorite actor.
felt like I
Wrong. It was wrong. It's vampires the answer. Jeez.
Favorite actor is Robin Williams.
Ooh, me too. I love him.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Favorite actress?
Favorite actress? Betty White. Man,
Ooh, I like your
Just-
answers.
Just
Not
thought
that
of
there's
Lake
anything
Placid,
wrong, but they're correct.
right?
Oh, Lake Placid, she was great at the
I'm
end
gonna start.
when
I'm gonna
she
start
was
thinking about
when
these.
she was when she was feeding the babies at the end. That was one of the greatest scenes ever. I love that.
You know, if she wasn't in that movie is dog shit. So
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Was she feeding the babies to vampires or zombies? Just kidding. I didn't
zombie
see the
Baby
gators.
movie.
baby alligators.
Favorite artist?
Oh, Van
Prince.
Gogh for sure.
And
And that's
last but not,
such an easy answer, but
I don't know. Everyone has a. I like it. Not
So you
that
said
it's simple.
artist, I said Prince. I thought you meant music artist. So that's my bad.
Where's Jack?
well, I appreciate Van Gogh.
What is happening, Alana? Why does it keep?
She's gone.
I know she must be getting kicked off.
She quit.
Anyways, that's fine. And last but not least, dream role.
Oh man, it's changed over the years, but honestly, just what's the word I'm looking for? Like recurring, just something that
Wow.
lasts. You know, you live in the world as an actor of like day player and guest star and all this stuff. I want to be a part of like an ensemble. You know, nothing specific, but ensemble piece that lasts. So whether that be sci-fi or military, you know what I mean? Like when there's a group
Yeah.
of group of characters
cool.
that you know, I'm past the days of like, oh, I want my own project. I'm like, nah. Like I want to work with a group of just creative individuals, but dream role,
Very cool.
employment.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's valid. That's for sure. Well, cool. Well, that's awesome. And that has been Sticky Notes. Thank you for playing. Next up, it's blank, but your question is coming to you, whoever's next on the Hot Honey podcast. We have our last segment that we call Honey Please. And then basically it's kind of like your paintings where you get to vent, where you're like, fuck. But our
Please.
version is Honey Please. And
Please.
I'll go first just to give you an idea of someone that it's basically a verbal internet smack in the face. And you start Honey Please and end with Honey Please. And it's like this. Honey Please, if you're in a parking lot and you're at a crosswalk, and there's a gentleman, very nice looking, in a car going like this, go ahead. You can pass. Walk across the crosswalk. It's called a crosswalk. Don't walk diagonal. It takes more time. It's called a crosswalk, not a diagonal walk. So, honey, please get the fuck across the street.
So this is like a giant pet peeve, if you will.
Yes.
Kind of like chomping.
There's too many on my list, man.
Jack,
I wish
do you have a honey, please?
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Jack, you go ahead. I've got.
I say if you're hungry, honey, please let a man chomp on what he wants and eat what he wants to eat it.
Man, I'm thinking
honey,
about
please,
driving.
I get two. Honey, please, I get two. Honey, please, if you're anywhere in the world and there's someone else, don't chomp. Chew. Chew with your mouth closed. God, this is why you don't go to movie theaters, Jack. Because
I don't go anywhere.
Do you remember those bags? I think it was like lean or what? They were recyclable chip bags that were like extra loud.
Well, you know what?
Hey, they were biodegradable.
As I'm
That's
thinking
what you
about
sound like.
going to the movies in 2 weeks to the Odyssey, God damn it. If I see a cell phone out during the movie, honey, please, I'm going to kick your ass, honey, please. So
absolutely.
I know I messed that up, but
no, you're fine. That's actually terrible.
I'm very anxious to turn off my phone for 3 hours. Like just doing that, like at peace, like turn up, because no one does that anymore. But
that's one of my biggest pet peeves. We're sitting there, put it away, enjoy the experience, sit back.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be there, then leave.
All right, Jeremy, give us a clean sweep of your honey, please, for editing purposes.
Your honey, please. Did you just want the tagline or you want the story?
Honey, please.
Wait, say
I'm
it
a
again.
terrible director.
Say it again. What's the line?
Do your bookends. Honey, please. Tell us what the problem is. And honey, please.
Honey, please. If I see a cell phone, God help me, I'm going to punch you in the face. Honey, please, turn your phone off during a movie.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
We're going to need like 5 more takes. I apologize.
Steven Spielberg, look out. That was amazing directing on my part.
That was...
I feel like I was directing Jaws.
And that's over now.
Which I was watching last night. Good 4th of July movie.
Awesome. Well, Jeremy Palko, thank you so much for joining us.
Jeremy, it was a pleasure. And I'm going to definitely go on your site because I want to get some art for the restaurants. It'd be very
Please,
cool.
man, take a look.
He will sign.
And we'd love to carry some, and we could sell some inside here for you too. It'd be really
Hell
great.
yeah,
3 big places.
This is the man we were just talking to.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
And here's his art. You can go right here on his site and get some art by Jeremy Palko. Art by Palko.
Do we have technology to like put it up here or
Yes,
over here or
yes.
down
I
here
have
or
to
a link?
go.
And
I got to go find an
People
intern to do
people
all
will
that.
figure it out. Artist Jerry, man.
Trust me,
Artist Jerry.
our amazing producer and other just fluffers, whatever we have here in the studio,
find us
will
on the
put that
interweb.
there. So
Well, we're gonna end with fluffers.
perfect.
Perfect.
Well, to on behalf of us here at the Hot Honey Podcast and to my fellow fluffers on screen,
Thanks for joining us on our last podcast, Jeremy, ever. So we
Right.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
well,
And
I'm
we're
going to
banned.
start painting. Wait,
And we're you know what? It's a good retirement plan. Just paint.
and scene.
And
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us on the Hot Honey Podcast. Thank you to our sponsor, Killarney's Public House. Hey, guess what? The Hot Honey Chicken Sandwich, which the podcast is named after, is at Killarney's now. So don't walk, run to Killarney's Public House for the Hot Honey for both, for the Hot Honey Podcast and the Hot Honey Chicken Sandwich. On behalf of Jack, Jeremy, and myself, and our producer, Alana and Beth. This is why I don't have an acting job, because I can't speak. Thank you for joining us, and have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
bye.
Bye.